Welcome to the Warzone, where the canvas.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here at VRW Warzone. This is the one and only voice of VRW commentary. I am the one and only Quantissimo, and we are kicking things off with the VRW Warzone champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the VRW Warzone champion, Austin Star!
Man has quite the smile on his face, especially for what he did to Raymond Page last week. A shock that left all of us completely confused and dazed. We thought 2 weeks ago Austin Storm had attacked Ari Santiago, Tony Watson, and Lucas Turner, but come to realize the only one he attacked that night was Graham Goodwin, who we visibly saw thrown through the window of a car in the backstage parking lot area. And they all attacked Raymond Page. And it was all a plot, a trap that was well laid out by our world champion. And the man has never looked more proud than he does right now. Very powerful words from our world champion. But what is a champion to the king of the Warzone? You want to talk about big plots in the Warzone? Think about this. King Thomas recruited Freight Train to be a part of this long-awaited and rumored army that he was building. And how on earth did he talk this Goliath into joining his army? Only the king of the Warzone knows that answer. And there's a lot of history between Jason Thomas and Austin Storm, who was the second ever king, and he lost it to Jason. here comes another long-awaited union. The Dominion has been realized. Karan Cook's vision is right before our eyes. Cam Hardy, the digital media champion, and Marty Morton, with a very serious decision to make, has aligned themselves with Karan Cook. And the Dominion are looking to take control over the Warzone.
Welcome to the Warzone, where the canvas bleeds. In the heart of chaos, where warriors plant their seeds. VRW rise, ignite flames like the sky. Where the violence was certified, ready to defy.
The dot has spoken in 5 weeks' time. The crowns will be defended at VRW Overkill. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we still need to decide on who is going to move on to the second round. Starting things off with action coming from the On the Throne tournament. It has been this brutal rivalry between Tom Doyle and Alex Haas. Finally, these two get to settle things once and for all in this opening round matchup for the On the Throne tournament. But that's not the only thing that we gotta worry about in a controversial situation. KJ Hunter, representing a dead-end society, who revealed two new members who attack American Strong Styles Evan Wilder. A lot to be talked about with that situation, but his opponent was swapped out. We have a debuting warmonger named Malvado here later on tonight, and from the Maiden side, we saw this half of the duo that was thrown together at the last minute. Maddie Sabin, who is now petitioning to be a part of a legitimate tag team with Hitomi Kozaki, labeled as the Nine Tails. She will be going head-to-head against Tia Blackheart in a round 1 match qualifier in the first round of the On the Throne tournament. Speaking of which, Hitomi Kozaki is going to be in action later on tonight, and she takes on someone who has very promising value in the War Men's division, Amaya Jackson, who has had ties with the newly founded Dominion's leader, Karan Cook, who helped open the door for her. She takes on Kozuki in a round 1 match in the On the Throne tournament. Moving away from the On the Throne tournament, we are deciding ourselves number 1 contenders for the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championship in quite a unique way. It is the first ever time attack gauntlet match. A lot to be talked about when this match goes on. 8 teams, 3 are going to be knocked out of this time attack series. 1 team is going to be headed to a number 1 contenders match. More about this match later on tonight. And speaking of the tag team division, we have number 1 contenders for the Undisputed Elite Tag Team Championships. The Night Sisters are finally going to clash for the Tag Team Championships that have eluded them their entire careers. They come face to face with the champions themselves. The Undisputed Elite are here later on tonight.
Following its first round match in the On the Throne tournament, held under 2 out of 3 falls. Introducing first, from Jersey City, New Jersey, Alex Haas.
Alex Haas is ready to be done with Tom Doyle after Doyle took away damn near 2 months of his career here as a warmonger in VRW. But when Alex Haas did return, he cost Doyle to be the VRW Digital Media Champion, which led to a whole crowning of a new champion in Cam Hardy, who is now a part of a very promising faction known as the Dominion, spearheaded by Karan Cook. But the story here is Alex Haas going to be able to eliminate Tom Doyle from his rear view mirror? We're about to find out the answer here and now.
his opponent, winning
Tom Doyle has been thirsty, as if the man has been in the Sahara Desert, thirsty for an opportunity to be on top of this Warmongers division. He has been chasing championships ever since he first joined VRW, having to be overshadowed by his sister in the Undisputed Elite, Tori Doyle, who has now been a part of a faction who has held 2 tag team championships since their arrival in VRW. Tom Doyle feels as though he has been robbed and being punished by VRW management for how he is not a champion in the here and now. Well, now he's got an opportunity to progress through the On the Throne tournament and become possibly the new king of the Warzone. And Alex Haas already showing off his power. Keep in mind that Alex Haas is a submission genius. They call him the genocidal maniac, the juggernaut of VRW. Tom Doyle, often thought as, a psychopath in his own mind. Here's a cover already off the Cobra Clutch Slam. And Tom Doyle isn't going to let this one down easy. Again, this blood feud has been going on for a little over a month between these two, fighting for supremacy and dominance. Alex Haas has shown off his dominance in the past, going after people who was a part of his first ever match in VRW. It was a dungeon match, and he crossed off names off of a Deadpool, and best believe he took down every single one of them. Elbow drop from the top rope, hook to the leg, shoulders are down, and a kick out by Doyle. He took out the likes of Vetty, Marty Morton, Bram Goodwin, even Austin Storm, the current VRW Warzone champion. And of course, that was due to a little bit of interference from Raymond Page, which that's no longer a problem in his wheelhouse. And talking about the wheelhouse of Alex Haas, I have never seen him dive from the ropes like that. And a stunner! Very much a go-to for Doyle to bail him out of any situation. And Doyle, who has been scratching and clawing for an opportunity at the VRW Warzone Championship for years, and all the singles titles that came above it. The man doesn't play nice with anyone who is very, again with the stunner. Doyle has never played well with others, but still has a victory in a faction war underneath of his belt. The man doesn't play nice with anyone. He is never going to be able to hold those VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships, let alone the newly announced VRW Trios Championship that was announced last week by the Don. And now look at the power again on display by Tom Doyle! Able to counter and spike Haas with a DDT. And now off that spray booter, moved out of the way, and Haas flipping the bird. You don't want to give Alex Haas any time to manipulate a body part. That's only going to set him up for success in the future of his matches. Man is a submission icon. Tapping out, a majority of his victories come from submissions, and now from the middle rope, dropping the elbow across the face of Tom Doyle. I don't envy anyone who has to be on the receiving end of a submission move from Alex Haas with a big leg drop from the top rope. Here's the cover. Unorthodox moves coming out of the arsenal of Haas. And a kick out again by Doyle. Remember, he needs 2 out of 3 falls. And I doubt this is going to be that match where we're going to see a sweep from either of these guys. As nasty as they may be to one another, and look at that! A pile driver! From Doyle, here's the cover, hook to the leg, kick, shoulder came up for Haas. And the VRW Riots are loving every moment. Haas from the top rope. I'm sorry, Doyle from the top rope. Mushroom stomp straight to the chest and heart. And Alex Haas able to show off some of his power as well. Look at this. Pressing him off the floor and slamming him down to the mat. Much like Alex Haas, Tom Doyle is ready to be rid of this rivalry. Here's the cover off the top rope moonsault from Tom Doyle, and a shoulder came up again at 2.5. And Alex Haas doing the wise thing, rolling to the outside, but Tom Doyle is in pursuit. And Tom Doyle now with Haas up on his shoulders. Boom! Knee to the temple. Haas is down. Is he going to be out? Doyle not going to toss him back inside the ring. This is 2 out of 3 falls. He could go for the count out, but Doyle perched on the top rope. Man is ready to fly. Oh, he got caught into a power slam. Alex Haas not one to play with here tonight. Oh! Elbows into the ribs in midsection by Tom Doyle, launching him into the barricade again, doing some more damage to those ribs that are starting to get bruised up. A kick to the midsection. Doyle now locking the arms. Face first onto the floor. Doyle is quite the threat not to be trifled with. Comes from a family of mixed martial arts and psychotic tendencies. As referee's count continues to climb higher and higher. Haas now back inside the ring. Doyle is on the outside, and we got a 7 count. Count is at 8. Tom Doyle finally going to make it back to his feet. Alex Haas going to get that 10 count fall. And now, oh no! Alex Haas was ready for the interception. Tom Doyle with a shooting star! Launching himself to the outside, making Haas pay! And again, just showing off the ridiculous core strength within Tom Doyle. Again with the military press. Count is at 5. Tom Doyle is having his way with Alex Haas out here using the hard floor to deal a whole lot more damage to the body of Haas. Now back inside the ring. Count is at 7 now. Tom Doyle is taking his time. Tom Doyle is just toying with Alex Haas at this point. Man's trying to pull himself back up into the corner here. Misses with the forearm. And now, Alex Haas locked in on the comeback train. Grabbing the legs and picking the other one from underneath the Doyle. And Alex Haas now floats him over into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Doyle able to get that left shoulder up in time. And Alex Haas doing the wise thing and dragging Doyle away from the bottom rope, possibly trying to get himself positioned for a submission. And now Haas sending him into the ropes here, and there's a military press of his own, slamming him down Michinoku driver style. But Doyle knew what was coming. Rolls himself back inside the ring now from behind, looking for a back suplex and turns it into a wheelbarrow face buster. And now Alex Haas steps through, turns him over, sharp shoulder. Haas is sitting on that one deep. Wearing down the lower back, but knows it's going to take a whole lot more to wear down the body of Tom Doyle. Floats him over again into another cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down. There's the first fall. Alex Haas gets the first fall. He needs one more in order to move on to the second round of the knockdown. Oh! Power bomb into an ace crusher. Has her arm over, but the referee notices a foot underneath the bottom row. Tom Doyle obviously disappointed, not aware of where he is in the ring. Obviously worn out. Up on the top rope now. Tom Doyle, 5-star frog splash. Here's a cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Doyle ties up the score. I knew it wasn't going to be a clean sweep for either of these guys. But I know that this last fall is going to be more crucial for both of these guys here. Oh! Shot back and forth at Tom Doyle. Now it's Haas. They're in a slugfest right now. Chop after chop. Blow after blow. Obviously, these two are more worn out than we can possibly realize. Neither win, neither warmonger is trying to give up the opportunity to be the king of the Warzone. Alex Haas gets the upper hand against Doyle. And a European uppercut. But Doyle able to find some separation here. Misses with the clothesline. And now again with a European uppercut. Alex Haas, man. Now overpowering. Doyle draping him over the top rope. Choking the life out of him, dragging the air out of the lungs. And Alex Haas now gonna whip Doyle over and out the ring. Alex Haas is literally the juggernaut of VRW. Look at this man go. Nothing is stopping him. Nothing is slowing him down, but Doyle trying to put a wrench in the plans here. Again with a stunner. Tom Doyle now launching. Oh! Launching Haas into the barricade with such force. And again! Trying to damage the already damaged ribs. Oh! Of Alex Haas. Count is at 6. Tom Doyle now whipping the body of Haas into the barricade. What has gotten into Tom Doyle to want to do this to another human being? Look at the assault that we're seeing right now. Counts at 9, but Doyle back inside the ring. Oh no! Breaking the referee's 10 count. Doyle wants to do more damage to the outside, but Alex Haas able to count it, now gonna make Doyle pay. Doyle being launched into the barricade, and again tossed around. Oh! Clubbing blow to the back of the head and neck, and now launching Doyle over the barricade, and now these two are fighting right in front of the VRW riots, and again European uppercut that doesn't keep Doyle down long. Count is at 6, but I don't think these two care. Brawling right in front of the riots. Referee's count climbing higher and higher. Counts at 8. Guys, get back towards the ring. Oh! Guys at 9 here, but Haas and Doyle still beating the hell out of each other. And there's the bell. Both these guys are counted out, and they're still brawling. Somebody sound the alarm! Somebody is leaving the war zone in an ambulance tonight! If these two want to destroy each other, you better let them do it! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have just received word. The current queen of the war zone, Sammy Stone, has demanded, not requested, demanded that the VRW Women's Champion Andy Jaden join her here tonight in this Queendom edition of Set in Stone with Sammy Stone. Just what is possibly on the mind of the Queen tonight?
From the top rope, leaping to the abyss. Blood and sweat mix in this brutal kiss.
Following is a first round match in the Own the Throne tournament, held under 2 out of 3 falls. Introducing first, from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Tia Blackheart.
Tia Blackheart, an exceptional talent here in the War Men's division, has yet to get her breakout moment here as a War Man in VRW, but hopefully tonight she can pull through and make something quite of a name of herself here in the Warzone. Ever since moving the show to 3 hours time, a lot more VRW Warmongers and War Maiden have been waiting very patiently to have their moment here live on YouTube, and Tia is hopefully going to turn this moment into a reality check.
And her opponent, from Detroit, Michigan,
Maddie Sabin last week had quite the moment for herself, dragging Hitomi Kozuki into the office of the Dawn, getting them inserted into the #1 contenders gauntlet match for the VRW Women's Tag Team Championship. Despite not winning the initial gauntlet itself, they were able to advance at least by beating one team, that team being the Atomic Blondes of Cindy Danger and Paige Storm. In fact, many VRW writers are petitioning that Kozuki and Sabin become a legitimate tag team in the War Men's division. Well, for now, Sabin and Kozuki have to focus tonight here as they are in one-on-one competition to advance themselves into the second round of the Own the Throne tournament on the War Maiden side. And Sabin, who performed very well in an extensive amount of time in the first ever Carnival Melee match a couple weeks ago at the Carnival of Violence. Even so, Tia Blackheart herself, both of which were able to earn themselves a single elimination in that historic inaugural match. And now these two are planning on taking the momentum of that match to propel them a little bit forward in the War Men's division. And Tia Blackheart, who eliminated Giona, who was leading as someone who almost became the War Maiden with the best elimination streak in the match at 3 eliminations. Maddie Sabin, however, was close to earning herself a 2nd elimination in that match. But both of them still performed very, very well in the eyes of the VRW Warriors and in the eyes of the Dawn. And Code Red goes Maddie Sabin. Hopefully these two War Maidens paid his attention to the referee's 10 count, unlike Alex Haas and Tom Doe, who completely ignored it during their brawl. Now their last fall is going to be decided in the first ever ambulance match here in VRW. Hook to the leg and a quick kick out by Tia Blackheart and Maddie Sabin, who's got something else in mind in store for herself in the long run. Tia Blackheart off the springboard into a torpedo DDT to Sabin, dead center of the ring, and a big knee to the side of the temple. And Tia Blackheart is very agile, very quick, light foot if you would, for a VRW War Maiden. It doesn't take too much to disguise, however, wants to take the disguise right now from the top rope, leg drop across the head and neck of Maddie Sabin. Is this going to be the night where Sabin loses in the first round of the On the Throne tournament for Blackheart to advance to the 2nd round? Again from the top rope into a diving headbutt. And more high-risk actions from Tia Blackheart. 2 top rope moves followed up by a springboard. But Maddie Sabin able to break free, get some separation. Now going to toss Sabin into the ropes here. Off the hip toss. Simple maneuvering by Maddie Sabin. Now going to climb herself to the top rope, trying to match the flyer models of Tia Blackheart. Big splash from the top rope. Shoulders are down. Kick out from Tia. And Maddie Sabin now, spike the top of the dome with the elbow, now dragging Blackheart away from the bottom rope. Very smart ring awareness for Maddie Sabin. Now Sabin lining up. Tia Blackheart drives down the knee to the face. Here's the cover once again. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Blackheart able to kick out at 2.5 again. But Maddie Sabin isn't wearing down so easily like Sabin possibly hoped that it happened. And now Maddie Sabin launching Blackheart into the ropes again with the hip toss. And that had a little bit more force than the last time. Then, missing with the jumping heel kick from behind. German suplex from Sabin. We're seeing an evolution of Maddie Sabin. Maybe Hitomi should team up with Maddie Sabin here looking so well. And the start of this On the Throne tournament round 1 match. And Tia Blackheart now able to counter now. Kick to the midsection. Locking up. Into a whiplash standing neck breaker. And that one might have rocked a few brain cells of Maddie Sabin. High knee from the corner, tossing her down. And now off that springboard, leg drop across the head and neck again. Here's the cover from Tia Blackheart. Shoulders are down, kick out from Sabin again. This is about to look like an Andy Jaden match as much as these two are taken to the skies. Andy Jaden, who's going to be on the Set in Stone show with Sammy Stone. And this wasn't a request, this was a demand from the Queen of the Warzone, Sammy Stone. Tia Blackheart waiting for Sabin to get back up to her feet from the top rope again, but this time misses with the headbutt. And Sabin able to go for the face buster, taking down Blackheart. And now Maddie Sabin, kick to the midsection now. Sabin is in the driver's seat, all the way for the top rope, spikes it with a satellite DDT. Maddie Sabin trying to put herself in her first ever instant classic. Climbing all the way to the top rope, wants to fly some more. Big splash will move out of the way. And a meteora from Tia Blackheart. Completely pulling the rug from underneath the Maddie Sabin. Spikes her with a fisherwoman buster. Now from the top rope, it's Blackheart's turn. Wanted to fly again. Double axe handle. Crashing down on Maddie Sabin, and Blackheart's not giving up yet. Springboard roundhouse kick square to the jaw, but Sabin kicking away from Tia Blackheart still has some fight left in her. And what is it with these two continually wanting to put themselves at high risk? Missile drop kick from the top rope. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg. Only a 1 count from Blackheart. Maddie Sabin and Tia Blackheart not having any regards for what they do to their own bodies. Flying off the top rope, springboarding. Hell, they're going to be diving to the outside here much sooner than you would think. And Sabin now having to feel a lot of the pressure in her right arm as Tia Blackheart crashing down on it with that knee. Tried to go for a power slam, and Sabin able to counter. And Tia Blackheart now rolling to the outside, and Maddie Sabin is sizing her up. This is bad news, and Tia Blackheart diving through the ropes again with another torpedo! Sound like DDT this time on the outside! No regards for their own well-being, all for the sake of potentially becoming the next queen of the Warzone. Blackheart stopped sizing up Maddie Sabin after some time now. Under barrel lariat! That was a nasty, harsh landing to the outside. But Sabin is completely shrugged off whatever damage that did to her. I think she's running off of pure adrenaline at this point. 8. And Tia Blackheart now rearranging the desk out here. Need to pay attention to the count, girl. And now, Sabin caught on the comeback train of Tia Blackheart, picking the legs from underneath. As Blackheart has evil intentions on the mind, and Maddie Sabin being launched to the outside. Blackheart with one-track mind, it seems. And this is not going to look good if you're Maddie Sabin and you see somebody crashing down on you. Blackheart wants to ensure that she advances to the second round of the Undisputed Tournament. Mount soft on the announcer table, but Sabin moved out of the way. Completely avoiding disaster is Maddie Sabin. Tossing it back inside the ring, floats her over into the cover, hook to the ring, shoulders are down, Blackheart somehow kick it out at 2.5. And this has triggered something within Maddie Sabin. Climbing back to the top rope once again, this time with a senton bomb. Maddie Sabin on a whole other gear here, but Blackheart able to counter. And now the attack is on. Look at these kicks straight to the face. Oh! And springboard. A little bit of an overshot for that leg drop, landed on nothing. But this time having it scouted. Dropping the knee across the face of Maddie Sabin. And again, doing a lot of damage to the face of Sabin. And Maddie's rocked and dazed. Ooh. Able to counter was Maddie Sabin now, dropping off of the apron now, picking the legs from underneath the Tia Blackheart. And Blackheart being sent into the barricade. And back inside the ring she goes, and Maddie Sabin back on the attack here. Calling Blackheart back to her feet, springboard into Hurricanrana. Climbing to the top rope once again, Maddie Sabin, senton bomb. Here's the cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down. Sabin gets the first fall of the match. All she needs is one more fall in order to advance to the second round in the On the Throne tournament. Maddie Sabin now stepping over the body and a draw kick to the face. And again, continuously going for this monstrum stomp to the midsection. Tia Blackheart now steps through. Thought that she was going for a submission there. Maddie Sabin, however, stomping down on the back of the head and neck of Tia Blackheart, and Sabin ready to put this match to rest. Double arm DDT. Here's the cover. Sabin with a clean sweep.
Here's your winner, Maddie Sabin.
Maddie Sabin advances to the second round of the On the Throne tournament off of some game competition from Tia Blackheart. These two were acting like a human demolition derby with all the springboards, all the high flying, all the diving to the outside. These two literally put life and limb on the line in this round one match. All for the sake of being the next queen of the Warzone, potentially the next queen of the Warzone, mind you. These two turned out to be human highlight reels throughout this matchup. Just look at the risk Sabin took on this torpedo satellite DDT to the outside. Absolute madness. You want to talk about high risk, no reward. Take a look at this. Dangerous moonsault for Sabin to move out of the way, and all that damage done to the ribs and midsection. Payoff for Sabin. As you saw from that senton bomb, that would cost Blackheart the first fall. And then this would quickly follow the second fall for Maddie Sabin, nailing that double arm DDT to put Tia Blackheart out from commission in the On the Throne tournament. And now taking a look at the updated bracket of the On the Throne tournament. Now Sabin has got herself a date in the second round, and she's going to be taking on Valentina, who advanced a couple of weeks ago into the On the Throne tournament. This is going to be another high-flying paced match in this tournament. Hitomi Kozuki later on will battle Amaya Jackson to advance to the second round. I wonder if this victory from Maddie Sabin could potentially motivate Kozuki.
contest is a Time Attack Series Gauntlet match. Introducing first, from the Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Jacob Baker.
Well, earlier in the night, KJ Hunter and Jacob Baker were called to the office of the Dawn and tried to get some answers as to what the hell is actually going on with Damian Shelley, who isn't even here tonight. Well, the Dawn made quite a threat that neither of them want to ignore. If Damian doesn't show up next week, then every member of the Dead End Society will be kicked out of the On the Throne tournament. Jacob Baker is going to try and keep his team's hopes up as far as the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships go.
And his opponent, representing the Helm Dynasty from New Zealand, Jackson Helms.
Jackson Helms, who returned at the Carnival of Violence just a few weeks ago and performed exceptionally well in his first ever Carnival Frenzy match, getting himself 2 eliminations in the match and lasted over 20 minutes. That was quite the performance for one half of the Helms Dynasty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's take you through the rules of this Time Attack series. We have 8 teams that are involved in this series. In this match, we have 1 representative from each of those teams. All right? Winning the match will guarantee you 1 out of 2 spots in the #1 contenders tag team match in order to determine American Strong Style's next challenger. Now, the 4 top representatives who are in this match the longest will have their teams advance into a 4-team Frenzy elimination match. The other 3 representatives with the least amount of ring time will have their team eliminated from the Time Attack series. A very unique style in order to book ourselves a #1 contenders tag team match. Well, let's focus on the match at hand, and the clock has started. You may not be able to see it on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, but the stopwatch has been started again. In order for your team to be involved in the 4-team elimination match next week, your in-ring time has to be in the top 4 in order for you to claim the 2nd spot in the #1 contenders match against the winner of this match. And right now, Jackson Helms of the Helms Dynasty going straight after the left leg of Jacob Baker from the Dead End Society. And there's a lot of controversy going on between the Dead End Society and American Strong Style, seeing how their 2 new members, Jose Blanco and Brandon Cuevas. Here's a cover. Shoulders are down. Already trying to be done with it so far. Jackson was trying to eliminate the Dead End Society as quickly as possible, and doing moves like that is definitely going to get you there. Jackson Helms and Darius Helms has been seen in the Warzone for over a year and a half, and now to finally see them back in a VRW ring is going to spice up the tag team division that has been completely lit ablaze as of late. Another thing that's going to be set on fire is the world of the Dead End Society. Oh! Should Damian Shelley not show up at all next week in a quick kick out for Jackson Helms? Remember the stern warning from the Dawn earlier in the night? If Damian Shelley doesn't show next week at all, then the Dead End Society members will be removed from the On the Throne tournament in its entirety. What that means for Damian Shelley, he will not be able to take on Danny Wells next week, and KJ Hunter, if he advances into the 2nd round, then he'll be taken out of it entirely as well. Big knee for Jacob Baker, and a kick out again from the Helms Dynasty representative. Jacob Baker, who arguably has a busted repertoire as you saw him launch himself over the top rope, crashing down on Jackson Helms. And this is a match you need to have reserves of energy. Keep in mind that even if you survive this one part of the gauntlet match, there are 6 other representatives that you need to get past in order to go on to claim one of the #1 contender spot. And Baker being sent back inside the ring by Jackson Helms, who got launched off of the apron. Jacob now perched up on the top rope, wanting to fly. Big forearm to the temple. And Jackson Helms is completely rocked out of this world right now. Bringing out back inside the ring, quickly going into the cover to eliminate the Helms dynasty. It's going to take a whole lot more than that. And Baker again from the corner, trying to take the head off of Jackson Helms, who was able to escape that one. O'Connor roll into a super kick. Quick, fluid motion from Jackson Helms. Now perched from the top rope, frog splash. Cover to eliminate the Dead End Society. No. Jacob Baker with the wherewithal to kick out. Jackson Helms trying to put the Helms dynasty on the radar in the tag team division. And now launching himself over the top rope, crashing down on Jacob Baker. This is an intense match. Ooh, moved out of the way and a body blow from Baker. Not sure exactly what Helms is looking for there, but I can tell you what Baker's going for. Crucifix bomb. And that was a harsh landing on the outside and a knee to the temple from Jacob Baker. And it doesn't end there. Baker there. Oh! A nasty slam onto the ground. And that's bad for the knees if you're Jackson Helms. Helms now being sent back inside the ring. Now you see him clutching at the right leg. Now the left leg is all bent out of shape. Jacob Baker now from the top rope. Here's the cover once again. Hook to leg, shoulders are down, and Baker eliminating the Helms dynasty at 5 minutes 20 seconds. So far, so good for the Dead End Society. Jackson Helms' score starts at 5 minutes and 20 seconds. And that time is going to keep increasing for Jacob Baker as Alex Shook, a future Shook now, making a beeline into the ring and spiking Baker with a brain buster. And now off the ropes here. Oh! Handspring ends a gurney to Baker, cover now to eliminate the Dead End Society now. Alex Shook doesn't have a lot to work with here, especially how worn out Baker already seems, as though only having to deal with just one person in this time attack gauntlet match, and a boot to the face by Alex Shook. And future Shock, who splashed onto the scenes a couple months ago, now try to shotgun themselves into the top of the mountain of the tag team division. Michinoku driver by Shook, taking a bow. Really trying to show off what he is capable of. Himself and Brett Starr make up the duo known as Future Shock. An intense, high-flying action is what to expect from a team like this. Shook now from the top rope. Oh! Forearm connected. I think Baker tried to move out of the way, but moved out of the wrong direction. And now back up from the top rope. Turns it around. Corkscrew moonsault, but nobody was home. And Baker, hold on, got caught into the clutches now, driving the elbows into the ribs in midsection of Alex Shook. Breaks free now, has him hooked up, locked him in, suplex into a pile driver. Now the cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders that down. Kick out from Shook. How incredible would that have been if Jacob Baker had eliminated Shook that quickly, that easily. That would have put the confidence in all members of the Dead End Society. Keep in mind, KJ Hunter, who's going to need the motivation, going to need that kind of energy going into his round 1 match in the On the Throne tournament later on tonight. But with the threat of it almost being in vain, almost taken away from him by the Don, it all depends on the decision of Damian Shirley next week, should he show up. Now back inside the ring. Stomping down on the left leg of Jacob Baker. Alex Shook now in control of this match, it seems. Now launching Baker into the corner here. And now Baker getting planted with a scoop slam. Average technical wrestling here from Alex Shook. Baker trying to get back to a vertical base. And now, tried to go for an ace crusher from the middle rope, and Jacob Baker lighting up the face of Alex Shook with these punches and a discus lariat. Dropping Shook where he lays now. Climbing to the top rope is Jacob Baker. Wants to fly, swanton! And now it's a full contact landing cover. Shoulders are down. Kick out from Alex Shook. And Baker isn't slowing down at all. Propping Alex Shook on the top rope. This is not a good placement for Shook right now. Has him up. Brain buster off the top turnbuckle. Cover once again. And that's another elimination for the Dead End Society. And here comes Zigzag of Funtime Chaos. Alex Shook was in the ring for 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Jacob Baker has been in this gauntlet match for accumulated 9 minutes and 5 seconds. And the clock is now starting back up for Jacob Baker. And he's going into a slugfest with Zigzag right now. There's a slap from the unpredictable maniac of the Warzone. He's going chop for slap right now. It is absolutely ridiculous. And big shot from Jacob Baker, continuing the clash. And now the striking combination, efficiency. Attack on Zigzag. And now launching him. Big knee into the midsection of Zigzag. And Jacob Baker is firing up. And now off the springboard moonsault. Do you see how his body arced into the air? What a maneuver from Jacob Baker. And now Big Boot sending Zigzag all the way to the outside. If we were still in the Carnival Frenzy match, that would have been an impressive elimination from Jacob Baker. Flying over the top rope, and Zigzag moved out of the way. And now Zigzag is on the attack. Elbow to the side of midsection. And this is what I'm talking about. Zigzag doing push-ups off of the back of Jacob Baker. Now dropping the double knees across the face here. Zigzag now going for a submission and armbar and locking in a knee bar too. Where the hell did Zigzag learn how to pull this off? I have never known Zigzag to be a submission anything as a warmonger. And this is the first year he's being recognized as a warmonger. Him and Boom Boom. Oof. Stomp to the back of the head and neck. Now climbing to the top rope. Zigzag wants to fly. Turns it around. Moonsault. But Baker moved out of the way. And a stiff kick to the side of the dome. Zigzag now crawling to the corner. So far, there are 2 times. 5 minutes and 20 seconds. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Discus forearm from Jacob Baker. And now a stiff kick. Hold on. Incoming! Sunset flip power bomb from Zigzag. And now diving to the outside. Baker being the ultimate crash pad for Zigzag. And like I said, how do you plan against a guy like Zigzag. You can barely see his face with that mask on, and you can never tell what expressions he's actually making. The plotting that is going on in his psychopath's head, and his submission again, locked in on the outside. And what on earth is this guy doing? Oh! Did a little jig with that double axe handle to the face of Jacob Baker. Now being sit. Oh! So he's sitting for a ride here. Picking the legs from underneath the Zigzag. So far we have seen 4 teams represented in this Time Attack Series gauntlet match. The Helms Dynasty, Future Shock, the Dead End Society, and Funtime Chaos. Jacob Baker is setting a record so far. He's exceeded 12 minutes into this match. Even if he gets eliminated now, he will hold a top time in this Time Attack Series that will keep the Dead End Society safe. But then again, there are 4 other teams that are left to be represented in this match. The Belfast Skull Crushers, Broken Kingdom, American Terror, and the Dominion still have representation. Oh! In this match, big splash to the lower back of Jacob Baker, and oh! Tried to take a seat on Jacob Baker, and now Zigzag going for a ride. Crucifix, powerbomb from Jacob Baker, looking for another elimination. Kick out from Zigzag. And ladies and gentlemen, the time is now 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Zigzag's time has exceeded that of Future Shock's 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Springboard roundhouse by Jacob Baker. And now Zigzag, he's about to get his head taken off. Punching the side of the dome. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg, shoulders it down. Zigzag again. Able to get that right shoulder up. And now up the springboard moonsault. Jacob Baker is putting on a classic for himself here tonight. Perched up on the top rope. Wants to fly again. Big elbow. And now a moonsault, but this time Zigzag moving out of the way. And now there's a harsh landing from Jacob Baker as a cover up to the leg. Shoulders are down. And Jacob Baker has been eliminated. With a time of 14 minutes and 20 seconds for the Dead End Society and 5 minutes and 15 seconds for Funtime Chaos. The Dominion is here. Marty Morton to represent the Dominion. And that is allowing power coming to the side here. Zigzag is used to having that kind of size and power on his side. I'm talking about Boom Boom of Funtime Chaos. It was the duo who returned 3 weeks ago at the Carnival of Violence. Marty Morton, of course, he's going to show off the power disadvantage that Zigzag is going to have to face. And boom! Next elimination is going to set the top 4 scorers in this Time Attack Series. Marty Morton again. Boom! A triple. Looking for a quadruple. Gut wrench. German suplex release. Again, we are looking for not just a winner in this Time Attack Series, but the top 4 in-ring time scorers for each of the represented teams in this Time Attack Series. And now Zigzag being tossed into the ropes. And a big crossbody from Marty Morton. Let alone that big frog splash from the top rope, driving a lot of the air out of the lungs of Zigzag, spiking him with a fisherman buster. Marty Morton with a serious decision to keep on his mind before the end of the first round of the On the Throne tournament, whether or not he's going to accept the proposition of the VRW Warzone champion, Austin Storm, to receive a VRW Warzone championship match. However, should he lose that match, then he loses his spot in the On the Throne tournament to Austin Storm. That's a lot to think about. Another thing to think about is the ongoing war between the Dominion and the King of the Warzone, King Thomas, who has recruited Freight Train to be a part of his army. And the leader of the Dominion fell to him just last week. It was a hellacious match. A kaiju battle, as it was called. And right now, there's another kaiju in the making. If you're Marty Morton, throwing those slugs at Zigzag. And Zigzag catching him with a springboard bulldog. Now turns him over into the cover, trying to give the Dominion the lowest score. And a quick kick out from Marty Morton. And now, kick to the midsection. Zigzag is actually looking for it. He calls it the vacuum butt cannon. I can't actually believe I said that name. The cover though, the cover, and the shoulder came up at 2.5 for Marty Morton. Zigzag literally trying to use all of his assets in order to knock off the Dominion in this time attack gauntlet series. Now launching around, what a collision from Zigzag, and Marty Morton take it to the outside, and Zigzag take it to the skies again, crashing down on his opponent. We have now surpassed 3 minutes of Marty Morton and the Dominion being a part of this time attack series. And should he extend his time further than 3 minutes and 45 seconds, that would put Future Shock in the danger zone from being eliminated from the series entirely. And Marty Morton is going to do whatever it takes to not just advance through the gauntlet, but to drag this time out in order to surpass Future Shock's time. And it's not going to take that much longer. Locking things up with Zigzag, launching him back inside the ring. We have surpassed 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That puts Future Shock in the danger zone at risk of being eliminated come this next portion of the gauntlet match. Marty Morton with another frog splash on the top rope. And now turning Zigzag over. Zigzag into Curry. Straight to the temple. Top rope moonsault. Turns him over. Looking for another cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders. Only a 1 count. But Zigzag isn't done yet. And now, snapping him down here. Oh! What a kick from Zigzag. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Zigzag eliminates the Dominion at 4 minutes and 41 seconds for Marty Morton. Zigzag now sits at 9 minutes and 56 seconds in match length time into this match. And now we see Jason Travis of the Belfast Skull Crushers now being included in the gauntlet. And the clock is now underway. Now keep in mind we have the top 4 scores in this gauntlet match. It is the Helms Dynasty sitting at 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Future Shock sitting at 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Dead End Society sitting at 14 minutes and 20 seconds. And the Dominion sitting at 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Future Shock is at risk of losing their place in this time attack series. Remember, 3 teams from this series will be eliminated, and they have to have the lowest in-ring time. And so far, Future Shock is the only one with the lowest at the moment here. Oh! Now keep in mind, Jason Travis has to exceed 3 minutes and 45 seconds in order to eliminate Future Shock from the series. As the timer continues to count down, Jason Travis dropping a big elbow. Belfast Skull Crushers on their debut knocked off the Dead End Society. And this man, Jason Travis, as big and strong as he is, the man is also deceivingly agile. As you can see, he's climbing to the top rope. And coming, big splash! Here's a cover, hook to the leg. Shoulders are down on Zigzag, who's able to get the left shoulder up at 2.5. We have surpassed 3 minutes and 40 seconds now in ring time for Jason Travis. Again, Travis has to survive another 2 minutes in order to knock out Future Shock from the Time Attack series, targeting the left leg, wearing down the clock as much as he needs to. Zigzag is having to endure. All the incoming damage that is going to be coming his way. Being the smallest person in this time attack gauntlet. And Jason Travis now being the one showing off. We have surpassed more than half of this team representation. We're still yet to see American Terror and the Broken Kingdom get involved in this match. Locking things up again. Tossing it in the ropes here. Big elbow. Able to counter. Kick. Ducked underneath the enziguri. Zigzag. Tornado enziguri. Trying to go full head of steam. And now Zigzag again. Kick to the midsection. Now flipping himself over. Turns it into a rolling cutter. Keep in mind, Zigzag has been through it. Got his arm over, though. Trying to go for the cover to eliminate Jason Travis, who's able to get the shoulder up and kick out. We've hit 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And 30 more seconds. Jason Travis will have knocked out Future Shock from this Time Attack Gauntlet series. Zigzag now. Kick to the midsection. Looking for the vacuum butt cannon. Cover once again to eliminate Belfast Caw Creators. And Jason was able to get the left shoulder up. Jason able to survive. And things are not looking good because Future Shock has just been eliminated from the Time Attack series. And Jason took his head first into the ring here. And now Zigzag starting to show off for the VRW Riots. But now Jason Travis is about to surpass the Dominion now in their time. We have surpassed 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Cover, and a kick out. We have surpassed the Dominion. Well, we're about to surpass the Dominion's time of 4 minutes and 41 seconds. That will put them last in line in regards to their spot in the Time Attack series, which will put them at the same risk as Future Shock once was. And we have surpassed 4 minutes and 41 seconds. The Dominion now sit last at the top 4 scorers. Keep in mind that the Dead End Society still hold the top time at 14 minutes and 20 seconds. Jason Travis from the top rope. Big clothesline. And it's the Helms Dynasty sitting at the second top score right now. Now tossing Travis back inside the ring. Zigzag has been in this ring for quite a bit of time himself. Now surpassing the Dead End Society. He's been in hit 15 minutes, I believe. Now perched up on the top rope. Zigzag, big splash on the top rope. Now the cover to eliminate the Belfast Caw Creators from the Gauntlet, and they're still kicking. And out from the top rope, moonsault. Zigzag in complete control of the offense right now. Back to the top rope. Zigzag seated senton. Cover once again. Belfast Caw Creators eliminated at 5 minutes and 59 seconds. And here comes American Terror. Zigzag has been in this match for 15 minutes and 57 seconds. The top 4 scorers currently: the Dead End Society, 14 minutes, 20 seconds. The Belfast Caw Creators at 5 minutes and 59 seconds. The Helms Dynasty at 5 minutes and 20 seconds. And the Dominion sitting at 4 minutes and 41 seconds. And that is the time for Sawyer to surpass. Or if Zigzag is eliminated from the series now, it will completely knock out the Dominion, setting Funtime Chaos at the top score. And right now Zigzag is just playing this off as a complete joke. And this is not the man you really want to joke around with. Again, in Fun Time Chaos, his Zigzag is eliminated now by Sawyer of American Terror. That will completely knock out the Dominion from the Time Attack Series. Oh, come on, a springboard! But then on the other end, Sawyer has to surpass 4 minutes and 41 seconds in order to knock out the Dominion. It is a lose-lose situation. But if Zigzag can eliminate Sawyer faster than 4 minutes and 41 seconds, then the Dominion is safe from elimination. And now tossed aside. Oof. And now stomp it away. And a big takedown from Sawyer. Sawyer and Darren Troy, who return attacking the American Strong Style. And they have regretted that the Dead End Society have beat them to the punch when it came to assaulting the VRW Warzone Tag Team Champions. Sawyer and Darren Troy no longer affiliated with the man with one of the greatest, if not the greatest, resume in VRW's history, Mason Rex, who has been sent into the ether, if you would. We haven't seen or heard from Mason Rex since losing the VRW Warzone Championship, and Sawyer seemingly playing around with Zigzag himself. And now are you kidding me? Sawyer from the top rope. Are you insane? Big elbow! What a splashdown on Zigzag. It made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Picking the legs are underneath of Sawyer, and there's a big enziguri, but that doesn't take the big man down. But that time, corkscrew leg attack, taking down Sawyer. And Zigzag has survived a lot. He took down the Dead End Society. He took down the Dominion, and he took down the Belfast Skull Crushers. Can he take down American Terror? The man is showing off as much as he likes to fool around. Zigzag locking things up, and a meteor dropping Sawyer. Funtime Chaos, who hinted at the Undisputed Elite that they had just come for the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships cover once again to eliminate American Terror, and a kick out from Sawyer. They are hinting that they're apparently coming after the VRW War Maiden Tag Team Championships. Well, obviously, Boom Boom and Zigzag cannot compete for the War Maiden Tag Team Championships. You gotta wonder who exactly is joining the escapades of Funtime Chaos. And the time is currently 3 minutes and 37 seconds. The Dominion doesn't seem like they're going to survive the Time Attack Series, as the clock is counting down fast enough. And a big splash moved out of the way. And drop kick to the referee. Zigzag springboard. Catches him. Bulldog. Remember, Sawyer has to be eliminated at 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Otherwise, the Dominion will be knocked out of the Time Attack Series if the referee is down. Ref is down, and Sawyer has a steel chair in hand. And Zigzag trying to avoid Sawyer now, but gets bashed with the steel chair anyway. Sawyer now assaulting Zigzag and launching the chair to his face, but the referee didn't even see it. Now propping him back up. The referee now going to eliminate the chair from the equation, slamming him down. It is now 4 minutes and 43 seconds. The Dominion have been eliminated from that Time Attack Series. Big power slam from Sawyer, and Zigzag trying to get back up to a vertical base here. Up on the shoulders now. Lugging things out with the accordion rack driver. Now the cover. Funtime Chaos has been eliminated. And now the last two members of this gauntlet match comes down to American Terror Sawyer and the big man of the Broken Kingdom, AJ Graves, who, from the words of Adam Violet, AJ Graves isn't expected to win the gauntlet. He's expected to place in it. Now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, even if AJ Graves is able to knock off Sawyer, Sawyer has already surpassed 5 minutes and 20 seconds. The Helms Dynasty has been knocked out of the Time Attack series. So it's just a matter of which of these teams being represented is going to be seeded into a number 1 contenders match in 2 weeks' time. And which 4 teams, or rather what would be the 4 team to be included in that elimination 4-team frenzy. So far, the 3 teams that are guaranteed to be a part of that match is Funtime Chaos, Dead End Society, and the Belfast Skull Crushers. Either the Broken Kingdom or American Terror is going to join those 4 next week in an all-out battle to claim the 2nd spot of the number 1 contenders match, where the 1st spot will be given to either one of these 2 teams battling in the finals of this Time Attack Series gauntlet match. Face first! Into the mat goes AJ Graves. And this is power versus power. American Terror also familiar with the Broken Kingdom and vice versa. Brought back up to a vertical base here. And the power of Sawyer! These are 2 purebred heavyweights clashing to get their teams represented in the number 1 contenders match for the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships. American Terror, who vowed to reshape the tag team division in their image and take it back from American Strong Style. Big time clothesline from the top rope. Big men take it to the skies like that is a terrifying thing to witness. And AJ Graves launching himself at Sawyer. And right now I can say for sure that Sawyer has just surpassed 8 minutes in this gauntlet match. We got 2 minutes and 17 seconds now. AJ Graves has to win in order to get himself placed, or at least surpass 5 minutes and 20 seconds still that is on the table for the Broken Kingdom. In order to knock out the Helms Dynasty, that is the time that Graves needs to beat here. And now the power about to be showcased here. Look at the strength of AJ Graves. Pump handle, power slam, and now it's Graves on the top rope. Big splash to the outside. And that might have been a harsh landing if Graves came down on that chair. Now launching Sawyer back inside the ring. Time is 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Still the time to beat for American Terror to knock out the Broken Kingdom. Oh! Shoulder came up. It's 5 minutes and 20 seconds. That's how fast Sawyer needs to eliminate the Broken Kingdom if they don't want to deal with them coming after them in the number 1 contenders match. Locking things up again. Launching Graves into the ropes here. Ducks underneath. Leapfrogs over the big man. Oh! Clocked him with a knee. Turns him around from behind. Looking for... Oh, back suplex release! Sawyer is just playing with his food now. And this doesn't bode well. If you're the Helms Dynasty, look at this! Are you kidding me? Sawyer is terrifyingly strong. Screwed deceivingly, he doesn't even care if people witness his strength in person. And now Graves running into something here. Up on the shoulders again of Sawyer, dropping him on that top turnbuckle. And a big elbow drop to the heart of Graves. In 1 more minute, the Broken Kingdom placed themselves in a spot for the 4-team elimination match next week. And a big elbow to the lower back of Graves now. This is an uphill battle, not just in this match right now for Graves, but for the entirety of the Broken Kingdom. Keep in mind the lack of faith being shown not just by the Queen of the Broken Kingdom, by the godmother of all warriors, Marissa Barrett, but the newcomer, Adam Violet, who is seemingly putting the working order in to reshape the Broken Kingdom in the godmother's image. Now shot from behind, Sawyer now locking in a bear hug, trying to squeeze the life of AJ Graves, and forcing a tap out before 5 minutes and 20 seconds. We're at 5 minutes and 16. AJ Graves has ensured that the Broken Kingdom plays. And this is good. This is good for the Broken Kingdom. AJ Graves helped meet the expectations of Adam Violet. Now shoulder tackles here into the midsection. Driving him in. Oh! Wait a minute, that was a low blow. I'm pretty sure that was a low blow, ref! Did you not see that? Now ducks underneath here. Gets it. Oh! What a spinning lariat from AJ Graves. That was... I don't think Sawyer even saw that coming. Now stopping him from behind here. AJ Graves gonna drag the title out as much as he can, even though that they're safe. From the top rope, AJ Graves wants to fly. I don't think this is the wisest idea. Graves now, oh! Big clothesline from the top rope, into the cover, hook to the leg, shoulders head down. But Sawyer able to survive. And Sawyer has almost been in this match for 13 minutes. Keeping up with AJ Graves. These guys who have been going after tag team championships all the time, of them being warmongers. Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait a minute! Graves! Graves! Are you kidding me? AJ Graves with a Sawyer bomb! Are you insane? What a way to eliminate Sawyer if he can pull this off! Shoulders are down, and the right shoulder came up! The ultimate insult to injury. Imagine if Graves would have eliminated Sawyer with his own move. And Sawyer trying to get himself back to a vertical base here. Needs to correct the wrong that was done to him. Oh! Misses tackle through the spear and a big clothesline. AJ Graves is bringing out all the stops. And oh! Shot to the midsection now from behind. Low to the shoulder plexus here. Ducks underneath. And a spear again. Struck past AJ Graves, and he couldn't get through it that time. Third attempt at a spear. Fully connecting. And Sawyer now gonna show him how it's done. Sawyer bomb. Sawyer now getting back up to a vertical base, and look at Graves! Graves just shrugging it off! Are you kidding me? AJ Graves surviving the Sawyer bomb! But Sawyer just bang him across the ring! Coming down hard on the back of the head and neck, Sawyer survives the gauntlet!
Here's your winner, Sawyer!
Sawyer has guaranteed that American Terror will be a part of the #1 contenders match for the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships. And that's going to set the stage for next week. Fun Time Chaos, Dead End Society, Broken Kingdom, and Belfast Skull Crushers all going to be battling in an elimination style frenzy match in order to see which team will challenge American Terror in that #1 contenders match. AJ Graves surely thought he had this match won when he hit the Sawyer bomb on the man who uses the move himself. Still rubbing salt in the wound, but Sawyer was able to kick out of that one. And after a third attempt of looking for this one, finally hitting AJ Graves with a spear that would set up the end of the match for Graves. Showing him exactly how it's done. Poisoning up as strong as he is, plants him down with a Sawyer bomb, but didn't keep him down for the count. It took a beal, landing AJ Graves. Landing hard on the back of the head and neck off of that beal to eliminate him. And as you saw the final scorings, the match is now set. Fun Time Chaos, Dead End Society, the Broken Kingdom, and the Belfast Skull Crushers have advanced to this Elimination Tag Team Frenzy match to see which of these 4 teams will take on American Terror in a number 1 contenders match for the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships. Even without the GOAT Mason Rex, American Terror, standing on their own, are still very powerful.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rose and Riley Knight, the Night Sisters.
We're not out of the woods yet as far as this talk of tag team championships. Rose and Riley Knight finally have a well-deserved date with the VRW Women Tag Team Championships, surviving a tag team gauntlet match last week. 4 teams stepped up, and this was the team to stand on top of all of them. Considering that the Birds of Prey weren't involved in that match due to Robin Blackstar's involvement in her round 1 match in the Own the Throne tournament, nothing is going to stop the Night Sisters. Well, it certainly wasn't going to be long until these 3 crashed the party. But they have every right to, considering that they are the VRW Women Tag Team Champions. Tori Doyle, Suplex, and Ruby Rebel, the Undisputed Elite, have arrived in the Warzone. Champions in question, it was Ruby Rebel and Suplex to win the Tag Team Championships for the 2nd time in their career. Tori Doyle still proudly recognized as a Tag Team Champion as well. obvious threats for the VRW War Maiden Tag Team Champions, but some strong words coming from their challengers. In 2 weeks' time, these teams will battle for the VRW War Maiden Tag Team Championships. And speaking of the War Maidens, we still have one War Maiden Round 1 match in a Own the Throne tournament. We saw Maddie Saban advance to her second round matchup. Can Hitomi Kozuki do the same as she takes on a very promising Amaya Jackson later on tonight? But coming up next is another round 1 match in the On the Throne tournament. A team surrounded in controversy, now facing possible consequences. KJ Hunter, even if he wins this matchup against the debuting Malvado, he may have his opportunity in the On the Throne tournament taken away from him should Damian Shelley not show up. Malvado, KJ Hunter, this round 1 match is next.
Following is a first round match in the On the Throne tournament, held under 2 out of 3 falls. Introducing first, from Montgomery, Alabama, KJ Hunter.
Well, success has already come to the Dead End Society, despite Jacob Baker losing in the Time Attack Series Gauntlet match. The Dead End Society will be involved in the opportunity to challenge American Terror for the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championship contender spot. KJ Hunter, however, still has plans here in the On the Throne tournament. Should he be able to advance now, it would be a great motivator.
And his opponent, Mexico City, Malvado.
Making his VRW Warzone debut, Malvado has joined the VRW Warmongers. A man of mystery, hiding behind a mask, much like a couple other psychopaths I know. Except this one doesn't take everything as a standing joke, no. From Mexico City, a luchador, second generation from what we were interviewing with when it came to the debut and start of Malvado's career. First time in a long time that we've seen a luchador in VRW, and that's what KJ Hunter has to deal with. He has never seen or heard of Malvado until a couple weeks ago when we had first reported that his opponent would be changed out. Originally, it was a trio of Turner, Santiago, and Watson. Originally, Aries Santiago was scheduled to compete against KJ Hunter, but due to the plotting of Austin Storm, the VRW Warzone champion, that was completely switched around, and now we have the announcement of Trios Championships, and now those three, who are now calling themselves the Divide, are looking to take those championships for the first time in VRW history. And a clothesline taking Malvado over the top rope, but still hanging on. Oh! Shoulder tackle to the ribs and midsection. Malvado now trying to light it up here. A crucifix driver to KJ Hunter. Second generation luchador. Haven't seen one since Mordecai El Rivera, one of the day oneers of VRW. He came to an early retirement. Here's a cover from Malvado, and KJ Hunter able to kick out quickly. Got a lot going for the Dead End Society, but still surrounded in a lot of controversy. Keep in mind that weeks ago, Evan Wilder was taken out of commission because of the now revealed new members of the Dead End Society, Brandon Cuevas and Jose Blanco. Oof! Launching Hunter into the steel steps. Remember, pinfall, submission, or countout will get you one fall out of 3 that you may possibly need. When it comes to being in the first round of the On the Throne tournament, a complete swerve from the dawn when this tournament was first announced. Malvado, a luchador that knows how to take to the skies when it's necessary, but how dangerous that was for him to launch himself over some steel steps here. Oof. A big knee from Malvado, getting the upper hand against KJ Hunter. Now sending him inside the ring, and Malvado possibly looking for a big win in his debut here in VRW. Now launches to the ropes here. Big drop kick from KJ Hunter. Hunter now turning him around. Wheelbarrowing him. Turned out into a neck breaker. KJ Hunter, who once battled for the VRW United Revolution Championship when it is still instated amongst the singles titles for the VRW Warmongers. No longer in usage here, but keep in mind, Cam Hardy still holding a singles championship. Oh! Ace Crusher by Hunter. Cover hook to the leg and a quick kick out again by Malvado. This is a bigger prize. The singles championship, winning to Own the Throne, will grant you a world championship match, whether you're a War Maiden or a Warmonger. And KJ Hunter has an opportunity much like Damian Shelley. However, should Damian Shelley not show up next week for his round 1 match, then both he and KJ Hunter will be removed entirely from the On the Throne tournament, as said by order of the Don. And Malvado thinking of some nefarious acts right now, keeping his motions mellowed out. Referees continuing to climb his count. Malvado from the top rope again with a drop kick, almost taking himself out, coming off of the apron there. Now stomping away at KJ Hunter here, at every limb, every body part. Doof! Stomping down on the face here. Malvado, who is an absolute mystery and a marvel to behold right now. Oof. We've only seen the tip, barely the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his lucha background. But he's just testing the waters right now with KJ Hunter being laid out on the outside, but now perched up on the top rope. Incoming! Whoa! That was like a massive corkscrew senton to KJ Hunter. I have no idea what we just witnessed there. But Malvado, obviously no stranger to taking those high risks, continuing to go after the limbs and body parts of KJ Hunter, specifically the digits of the wristed hand. Ooh. Get to the midsection now. KJ Hunter launching Malvado into the barricade. And oh! Knee straight to the temple of Malvado. Counts at 5, sending Malvado back inside the ring. KJ Hunter now back outside the ring, climbing to the top rope. 450 splash on KJ Hunter. Big move that is leveled out Malvado, and now going after the left leg, trying to take away his ability to climb the top rope and fly around the ring. That's KJ now turning it around here. We're going after the legs now of Malvado. Ooh! That left leg is being clinched at severely by Malvado, and KJ loving the work that he has done so far. Big time moonsault coming off of the second rope. The biggest opportunity since that United Revolution Championship for KJ Hunter. Malvado with his VRW Warzone debut, and such a big match. That would be huge if he's actually able to pull off a victory against KJ Hunter. Climbing all the way again to the top rope. These guys love to fly tonight. Oh, drop kick, but the face of KJ Hunter bouncing off of the apron there. I'm not even sure how he's even moving around. Face first onto the apron for a second time here. Now launch back inside the ring. KJ almost collided with that ring post, and that would have been severely detrimental. And now, oof! Shot to the midsection. Malvado now turning him over again. Here's another cover to eliminate KJ Hunter from the On the Throne tournament. The kick out at 2. And Malvado realizing the competition here in VRW is more stiff than he had anticipated once before. Again with that corkscrew senton. This time going straight into the cover, hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Shoulder came up. And KJ is still alive in this match. But how much longer? Malvado now gonna lock him up. Go for a hammerlock. Turns it into a DDT. Cover once again for Malvado to get a point on the board. But Hunter again able to get that right arm up and kick out. VRW Riots are starting to eat up this match right now. Ducked underneath, leapfrog over Malvado here. Deep arm drag. And KJ trying to get back to his bearings. Now turns him inside now here. Oh! Arm trap into a neck breaker. Kick to the midsection, countered by KJ. Stiff forearm strike now. From behind. Side suplex. Hunter is down. Malvado is weary. And this is Hunter's opportunity to take back all the momentum, lock himself into his second gear, launching Malvado over the top rope. Hanging on, misses wildly, but still has him up. Faked him out, faked him out. Air raid bottom from KJ Hunter. Hook to the leg, shoulders are down. Left shoulder came up for Malvado. But KJ isn't done here. Looking for something big. Down goes Malvado! Both shoulders are down to score a fall, and another kick out for Malvado! KJ Hunter now with an opportunity to sink this match in the bag, but Malvado coming up with every which way to get out of these predicaments. Now these elbows, ooh! Into the side of the dome of KJ Hunter. Now back to a vertical base goes Hunter once more. And now again. Malvado keeping KJ into the corner. Try to go for a scoop slam. Able to counter from behind though. And now Hunter launching him into the ropes. Ducks underneath. KJ Hunter lines him up. Tilt-a-whirl into a backbreaker. Now from the springboard splash. Keep in mind what all KJ Hunter is fighting for now. A spot in the second round of the On the Throne tournament, and also fighting for the Dead End Society. Trying to change the mindset of the Don! 450 splash cover! Shoulders are down, kick out again from Malvado! And now, dropping the double legs. And a super kick, man! Stiff super kick to Malvado from KJ Hunter. And dropping the elbow across the left leg, keeping that leg damaged as much as possible in order to keep Malvado from flying as much as he has been. And now launching Malvado into those steel steps and now getting back inside the ring. Keep in mind, countouts will get you one of the 2 falls you need to advance into the second round in the On the Throne tournament. But KJ Hunter wants to take as many risks as possible to make sure it happens. Over the steel steps, but Malvado holding on to him, and a power slam. That was insane. Malvado deceivingly strong as well. And now, boom! Knee to the temple. And KJ Hunter in the driver's seat. Launching him away once more from behind. Back suplex on the hard floor. Counts at 4 where the referee still continues to climb. Oh man! Counts at 5. KJ needs to get himself back inside the ring so he doesn't get counted out. Along goes Malvado. And now KJ Hunter off the springboard splash again. Cover once more for KJ Hunter. And the first fall goes to KJ. Now full head of steam here. Dropping knee across the face of Malvado. Not sure how much of that mask is protecting the impact of these moves here. KJ Hunter now, however, is on the comeback train. And now Schoolboy. Oh! Side kick to the dome of Malvado. And a big knee. Straight underneath to the jaw, launching Malvado down. Setting him in position here. Oof. Stomp to the chest, turns him over. KJ Hunter, more strength on display. Gut wrench into a powerbomb. KJ Hunter, full head of steam once again. Rounded into a hesitation drop kick. KJ is on a roll right now. Malvado needs to pick up the pace. And a scope slam once again. Now perched up from the middle ropes, KJ Hunter with all the momentum in the world here. Missile drop kick. There's no stopping KJ Hunter at this point. Continuing to go after the legs of Malvado. Trying to pull himself back into the shape here. Ooh. Heavy shots, heavy blows by KJ Hunter. Launched off of the ropes here. Aims wildlessly. Ooh. Going to the brick wall here. Oh! Pump handle into a Death Valley driver. That one kind of took the air out of the lungs of KJ Hunter himself. And now he's lining up Malvado. There's his battle cry! Spear! And now the cover from KJ Hunter! Another clean sweep!
Here's your winner, KJ Hunter!
KJ looking at the invisible clock on his wrist. He says it's time for the Dead End Society's recognition party. Because they really showed out here tonight. KJ Hunter and Jacob Baker putting in the work for the Dead End Society. And 2 different matches that have very significant importance for KJ Hunter's individual career. It shotguns him to the second round of the On the Throne tournament, taking on the debuting Malvado, who clearly had some game competition of resiliency and potency in his aerial luchador style that wasn't slowing down for a bit, but KJ Hunter really had to work for this one. Now coming off of that springboard splash, where Malvado had endured a lot but isn't used to the limelight here on a big stage of VRW, that allowed KJ to get the first fall and then had all the time in the world lining up his shot for a big spear. KJ Hunter has punched his ticket to the second round, and Jacob Baker ensured that Dead End Society have a shot to be the #1 contenders in the Tag Team Championships. All hearts go out to the Dead End Society in their time of need.
In the On the Throne tournament, held under 2 out of 3 falls. Introducing first, from Osaka, Japan, Hitomi Kozuki.
Now Hitomi Kozuki told Maddie Sabin not to get her hopes up in regards to the tag team of both those two together going forward, because keep in mind, Sabin may have advanced to the second round, but Kozuki still needs to. And she's got herself cut out for a lot, considering how serious Amaya Jackson was earlier in the night when she was speaking with Karan Cook and the rest of the Dominion. As well as she performed in that tag team gauntlet match that has nothing to do with her in-ring singles capability.
And her opponent, from Detroit, Michigan, Amaya Jackson.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Amaya Jackson has some history with Karan Cook, the leader of the Dominion. But earlier in the night, we saw how uninterested she is in their endeavors against King Thomas and Freight Train, or rather, how Amaya doesn't want to be distracted by what's going on with the Dominion, not wanting to pick a fight, considering that she is trying to further her own career as a VRW War Maiden. That's very respectable for someone like Amaya Jackson, who is still fresh and new to the scene here in VRW. Karan Cook, who helped open the door for her to get into VRW, is coming down the path of a solo career and doesn't exactly want to be tied down for now, much like Hitomi Kozuki, who wants to pursue this On the Throne tournament and advance to the second round, much like Amaya Jackson does here tonight, one-on-one. Remember, 2 out of 3 falls will get you into the second round of the On the Throne tournament. A stipulation that was thrown in on by the Dawn when this tournament first began, And Hitomi Kozuki using every part of this ring as to her arsenal right now. Quick cover of the match already. And a quick kick out for Kozuki. Both of these two War Maidens has people in the back of their minds right now. For Hitomi Kozuki is Maddie Sabin, who's already advanced to the second round of the On the Throne tournament, but also with the idea of being in a War Maidens tag team together. For Amaya Jackson, it's trying to turn down Karan Cook despite the success that Cook has brought himself since joining VRW 2.5 years ago. He wants that kind of success for Amaya Jackson, obviously. But Amaya Jackson, who is fresh on the grounds here, wants to make a name for herself as a VRW War Maiden. Now going blow for blow, chop for chop, with Hitomi Kozuki slugging this one out at an early start. The intensity is as fierce as it can be. Chop after chop, blow after blow. Neither one of these War Maidens are letting up easy right now. Shot for shot. And here we go, we got a hockey fight! Hockey fight! Beating the absolute hell out of one another. And Hitomi Kozuki turns her around. Locks her in. Look at the power! Reverse elevated DDT from Hitomi Kozuki. Hitomi Kozuki considering the idea of the Nine Tails tag team with Maddie Sabin perched up from the top of big crossbody. Straight into the cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down, and a kick out for Amaya Jackson. As much as Karan Cook would love to be involved, with Amaya Jackson have her included in the Dominion with heavy hitters right now such as Marty Morton and VRW Digital Media Champion Cam Hardy, both of which are very promising warmongers to have at his side. Despite being the new gen, they don't have the same discrimination as most new geners have towards day oneers and veterans of the Warzone. Nothing but full respect, and a unit that stands as a united front was outnumbered earlier tonight by not just King Thomas and Freight Train. The VRW Warzone champion Austin Storm was there, along with the newly named faction The Divide, Tony Watson, Aries Santiago, and Lucas Turner, who have already set their sights, thanks to Austin Storm, on the VRW Warzone Trios Championship that was announced just last week by the Don. And Hitomi Kozuki is not going to let this opportunity slide past her so easily. This is for an opportunity to capture a second round spot in the On the Throne tournament. And we are 1 week away from having to be done with the first round in the On the Throne. Amaya Jackson springboard into a poison rana. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg. Show only a 1 count from Hitomi. And Amaya didn't take that one too well. That was not well received reaction. Oof. Boot to the face from Amaya Jackson, now wrestling down. Hitomi Kozuki trying to bend the body apart. And Kozuki, the double knees being driven into the lower back by Amaya Jackson. Oof. Stomping down the lower back once again, now turning on the left leg and wearing it down. Amaya Jackson picking a body part and just take apart the mobility of Hitomi Kozuki, who's quickly getting back to her feet up right now. Amaya Jackson is probably looking for something there. And a deadly Saito suplex. And Jackson instead going to go straight into the cover now. Hook to the leg. That hesitation might have cost her there. Another 1 count for Amaya Jackson. And Hitomi again quickly coming back to her senses here. Amaya Jackson with a striking combination and a monster start to the lower back. And to the cover once again. Hook to the leg, quick to the trigger, and another kick out from Hitomi Kozuki. Hitomi is not wanting to lay down easily, let alone lay down at all. Face first into that top turnbuckle. Ooh! Getting blasted with an elbow. Hitomi Kozuki from the corner. Big missile drop kick again. And another cover for Hitomi to get a first fall against Amaya. And another quick kick out this time from Jackson. Karan Cook knew what he was doing when he saw the promise in Amaya Jackson and helping her get her foot through the door. And the middle claw called it the no Kitsune. Here's the cover. Shoulders are down. Jackson came back to her senses just in time. And Hitomi Kozuki now starting to get frustrated. Amaya Jackson holding on for dear life on that top rope. Ooh. Shot by Kozuki. Big shots and knocking her off of the apron. Now in pursuit. The trickster Fox of the War Maiden's division. And now face first. Ooh. On to the hardest part of the ring, the apron. Hitomi Kozuki feeding off of the energy of the VRW Riots. As the referee, oh, drop kick to the back of the dome. This is starting to become a dire situation for Amaya Jackson now being worn out. And now going to get launched back inside the ring. Amaya Jackson, however, able to counter and send Hitomi inside the ring. Count is at 7. Amaya Jackson breaking the count now. Hitomi Kozuki lying in wait. Tried to go on the comeback train. Hitomi catching her, however. Traded her up on her shoulders and then tied her into the top rope. Hitomi Kozuki, oh! Stiff roundhouse kick to the side of the face and a kick to the back now from Kozuki. And Hitomi now, oh! Bashing Amaya face first into that top turnbuckle. Oh! Stiff forearm strike dropping. Jackson, ooh! Just playing the possum trick on Kozuki and Amaya Jackson. Stiff forearm off the springboard. And Jackson now back in control of her momentum, trying to wear down the rest of the energy within. Hitomi Kozuki now at the ground and pound mounts. Not trying to allow Hitomi to have a sense of urgency. Perched up on the top rope is Amaya Jackson. Dangerous situation for both War Maidens into a Meteora. Crashing down on Hitomi with no care in the world. And again, just wearing down the body, keeping Hitomi grounded, keeping her worn out. That is the strategy right now for Amaya Jackson. Amaya, who is still fresh as a War Maiden, willing to do whatever it takes to succeed without too much hand-given help. Doesn't accept handouts whatsoever, it seems. Here's another cover for Amaya Jackson to advance to the second round. And Hitomi Kozuki again able to kick out quickly. And this is starting to weigh in on the civil consciousness of Amaya Jackson. Confidence factor is starting to play an issue now. Trying to deal with Hitomi Kozuki, who is still very fresh in her wrestling career. Remember, she's barely 5 to 6 matches in as a War Maiden in VRW. Spinning roundhouse kick into the cover once again for Jackson and able to get the first fall. Hitomi has been performing vibrantly well as of late, and she is still very new to a wrestling scene compared to Amaya Jackson, who has been doing this for quite a number of years in the EFET circuit. Barely into her first year as a War Maiden, Amaya Jackson, who was sought out by Karan Cook, now has to play catch-up against Hitomi Kozuki, stomping down on her left hand and wrist. Now rolls away here. Oh, there's a takedown! Single leg takedown by Kozuki. Now, oh, again, stomping down on the left leg. Hitomi Kozuki trying to keep her grounded And Amaya Jackson crawling into the corner. Trying to pull herself back up. Hitomi Kozuki runs in. And a big hip attack. And again. Doubled up on it. And a drop kick to the top of the dome again. Hitomi Kozuki now got caught. Dragon screw. And Amaya Jackson going back, attacking that left leg, much like Hitomi was trying to do earlier. A worn out Hitomi Kozuki is not one to trifle with either. How dangerous she was halfway through the gauntlet match last week. And Amaya Jackson gonna dive through the ropes, crashing into Hitomi Kozuki. And again targeting that left leg of Hitomi. You can see Hitomi writhing in pain, clutching at that left leg. And now pop up into a big hurricanrana from Amaya Jackson, who could possibly be closing in on a victory. Oh! Lung blower! Count is at 6. Gotta get Kozuki and herself back inside the ring. Tossed aside. Now Amaya Jackson back inside the ring. Now gonna climb all the way up to the top rope. Amaya Jackson wants to fly Mediana! What a move from Amaya Jackson! And now Hitomi being sent straight into the turnbuckle post. That was a harsh collision there for Hitomi Kozuki. Just laying in the waist now as Amaya Jackson doing whatever it takes to secure her spot in the second round of the On the Throne tournament. I told you, Amaya Jackson is promising, has been promising for quite some time. Pushed up on the top rope now. Amaya Jackson, beautiful moonsault from the top rope. And now back to a vertical base springboard, senton to the back. Could this be the end for Hitomi Kozuki? No, Hitomi had a caught up. Boom! Calling that the death grip of Hitomi. Shoulders are down. And she was saved right there. Wants to possibly look for it again. Looking for a second death grip. No! Able to counter. And now laying down the Luke Death press of Amaya Jackson. Now both War Maids obviously have worn each other out since this opening bell here. Hitomi has the only fall in this match so far. Amaya Jackson using the ropes as leverage, backflipping herself into a DDT. Now into the cover. We are now tied up. Amaya Jackson won. Hitomi Kozuki won. The next fall wins and advances you to the second round of the On the Throne tournament. Hitomi Kozuki and Jackson, Amaya Jackson, are in full clutch mode. Cover once again. Hook to a leg, only a one count. This time it's Amaya. And that surely put a dent in the confidence of Hitomi Kozuki. Now reverting to limb targeting. Joint manipulation, targeting the left hand, the shoulder. Hitomi now climbing back to the top rope. But Jackson moving too far out of reach of the Shining Wizard. Now back to a vertical. Oh! Thought we were about to see a reverse elbow, but instead we ran into a big boot. Now launching Hitomi into the corner. Now perched up on the top rope. Whatever Amaya is thinking of here is not going to look pretty. If you're Hitomi Kozuki, look at this into Amaya Jackson. Holy crap! That was amazing! A backflipping, faraway slam, avalanche style. Amaya Jackson now with the moonsault. And now up on the top rope is Amaya Jackson. Looking to put it into this. Hey! And who is that? Wait a minute, I've seen her. I've seen her around before backstage, guys. That's Zoe Rouge. Zoe Rouge, who is an attendant to Jason Thomas and Atomic Kozaki. Blasting her off of the apron, and from behind is Amaya Jackson. Focusing on the matter at hand is Zoe Rouge once again. Back interfering, and Amaya Jackson laying into her. Backstabber. And Atomic Kozaki tried to take her out by the legs here. And Atomi catching the knee right there. Oh! Stiff elbow, and now from behind. Locks it in again. The Nogatsune. And Zoe getting out of dodge. The hell was the point of it all? And now Kozaki with the death grip. Atomic Kozaki unintentionally taking the help of Zoe Rouge, who completely distracted Jackson and cost her a round 1 match.
Here is your winner, Hitomi Kozaki.
I don't even think that Hitomi Kozaki wanted, let alone expected the help of Zoe Rouge in this match whatsoever. I was completely turned, like, why? Why did she even come out here to screw with Amaya Jackson in the first place? Jackson, who had to play catch up earlier in this match here in order to square against Atomi Kozaki after multiple death grips that were meant to keep her down. Jackson was already down 1 off of a spinning leg lariat from Atomi Kozaki, but this was even to score a backflipping DDT off of the ropes. And now we get Amaya Jackson on the board to tie up the score. But again, ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is Amaya Jackson, who is a very exceptional performer as a War Maiden, had this match completely ripped away from her, all due to the actions of Zoe Rouge. Again, Rouge, who's aligned with the king of the Warzone, Jason Thomas. And Rouge again would try to interfere with the efforts of Amaya Jackson, but Jackson would do what she needed to eliminate the factor of Zoe Rouge. But too many distractions took away from the matter at hand. And Atomi Kozaki would line up Jackson, nailing her with this running blockbuster that would eliminate Jackson from the Own the Throne tournament. And now you see the updated brackets are listed here. Hitomi Kozaki advances into the second round, awaiting next week's matchup between Suki and the former VRW television champion BB Cash. One of these two will be next in line to battle against Hitomi Kozaki in the Own the Throne tournament. And guys, there he is, the king of the Warzone, praising the works of Zoe Rouge, leaving Amaya completely dumbfounded at what has just transpired in her Own the Throne match. At the start of the show, Alex Haas and Tom Doyle were able to score one fall each, but their understandable hatred for one another cost them the final fall and a double countout. Well, the Don wasn't going to stand for that one bit. Instead, he decided to throw these two into the main event. Not just any main event, a first time ever match to happen here in the actual Warzone. Much like the Time Attack series was a first, we're about to have the first ever ambulance match in VRW. One of these two will be going home to a hospital, and the other will be moving on to the second round in the On the Throne tournament.
And his opponent, from Jersey City, New Jersey, Alex Haas.
Alex Haas, who first initiated the reason as to why these two were thrown into a double countout situation, battling over the barricade where the VRW riots are. Well, now it's not going to matter. There's no countouts, no disqualifications in this match. Literally, these two will be able to do anything and everything they want to. And if they're beyond repair, there will be an ambulance to take them straight to the hospital to get fixed up and come back to work next week. This is VRW Warzone. Why the hell haven't you hit that like and subscribe? Hit the bell while you're at it. While you know you should be doing this, you can be doing this right now and find us every Saturday on YouTube whenever crazy stipulations like this or violence in general bears its fangs here in the Warzone. And I have always seen shots of that ambulance in the backstage area. This is the first ever ambulance match. No pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications or countouts. All you have to do is force your opponent into the back of that ambulance. Anything and everything can happen. After both of those doors are closed completely, the match will be over and we will declare a winner between Tom Doyle and Alex Haas, one of which will move on to the second round of the On the Throne tournament. And here we go. May this be the last time that either one of these two have to deal with the other. They have been waiting patiently, waiting violently to be done with this endless, seemingly endless rivalry between the Juggernaut and the Psychopath. The genocidal genius Alex Haas, Tom Doyle, who has been overshadowed by his sister, whose faction has won 2 sets of the War Maiden's Tag Team Championships, where Haas hasn't won a single one since he's been in VRW. Now from behind, Alex Haas sending him over the top rope, hanging on for dear life though. Oof, overshot, and a big drop kick. Keep in mind that these guys have had damn near 2 hours to recover from their opening first bout. At the start of the show, both getting 1 fall apiece. This is the final fall, and what clearly demented way for these two to beat the hell out of each other and send one or the other to the hospital in an ambulance. The fact that this option was even available and for the only way to deal with these two. You saw how they were earlier in the night, brawling in front of the VRW Riots, no regard for the referee's 10 count whatsoever. Alex Haas is the one with the steel chair. And this is only a fraction of what he is going to do to Alex Haas here tonight in the main event ambulance match for the first time ever in the history of VRW. Back inside the ring, Tom Doyle now locking things up. Shot to the midsection by Alex Haas, lighting up the chest of Tom Doyle, picking the legs now. Oh! Keep in mind, Alex Haas can break your leg and drop your ass into the back of the ambulance, and you'll be going straight to the hospital where you're going to have that leg repaired. If you're Tom Doyle, at the mercy of the mind of Alex Haas. Every VRW riot just pointed to the sky like Alex Haas did. Now from the top rope once again. Big leg drop across the head and neck. So much is going to go into the violence of this match. And this is a precarious situation if you're Tom Doyle, so close to the ambulance doors, and the only way to win. Oh! Closing both of those doors on your opponent while they're inside the back of the ambulance. And Haas, now the one in control, dragging him to the ambulance doors. And already the start of the mayhem, tossing him inside of the ambulance. Alex Haas is about to walk away to the second round of the Underdome tournament. Tom Doyle trying to fight his way out. Strength versus strength. Oh! Doyle finds a way out, pushing himself through and now launching him inside the ring. Goes Haas. And Tom Doyle closing the ambulance doors, avoiding disaster, all in it together. And Tom Doyle, ran straight into the sledgehammer. And Alex Haas, as ruthless as the man is, has no problem going back to fluid motion. And a clothesline from Doyle. Oh, that was out of nowhere. Doyle now sending Alex Haas into the barricade out of our plain view sight. Now has a baseball bat in hand. Clocking the temple. This is going to get very violent very quickly, and Tom Doyle is letting it be known just how violent he can be right now. He's wailing on Haas with his baseball bat, finally able to get it out of his hands on a crossbody. Alex Haas has his work cut out for him here tonight, launching him into the steel steps. And there you heard the battle cry of Alex Haas. Alex Haas, Tom Doyle, they both want the same thing. And no, it's not to advance into the second round in the own tournament. It's to be done with one another. Doyle went straight to the Don's office a couple weeks ago, talking about how he was done with Alex Haas. Meanwhile, Haas earlier tonight expressed how much he's ready to be done with Tom Doyle, not just to advance himself in the Underdome tournament, but to possibly reform a tag team alongside his friend and partner from another E-Fed circuit, Benaya and IOD. Tom Doyle favors no friendship, no partnership, no tag teams in his career in VRW, mind you. Matter of fact, there's a single soul that can reason with or relate to Tom Doyle. They are a bigger man than any warmonger in the back of the locker rooms. Nobody wants to handle, let alone try to coexist with Tom Doyle, let alone the rest of the Undisputed Elite. All they do is bring violence and mayhem in their wake. Tom Doyle expressing himself is a dangerous thing to witness here inside the Warzone. It has to be so much worse in front of the VRW riots, having to witness this firsthand. The decimation of Alex Haas. Again with the baseball bat, moved out of the way now. Boom! Big shot from behind. Full Nelson bomb! And now locking in the rings of Saturn. Submission applied, trying to wear him down, but Tom Doyle quickly escaping that one. They don't want to get trapped in any kind of submission. Rib first into the steel steps again. Alex Haas trying to break free of the grip again. And now locking up Tom Doyle, trying to drag him along. Tom Doyle, this time is he who is driving the elbows into the ribs in midsection of Alex Haas. Now lighting up Haas right in front of the VRW Riots. Combination on display. Boots him down. Meteora! And Alex Haas back on the receiving end of these baseball shots. Tom Doyle is starting to act like a member of the Sopranos cast. And now launched into the barricade with such force. And now a stomp. Tom Doyle is just vicious. No regard for human life. Launched into the steel steps once again goes Haas. And again with another stomp. Could you imagine that? Tom Doyle now opening the ambulance doors at the two stomps and a downed Alex Haas. Alex Haas going for a ride and a lower back coming down on the wooden stick of that sledgehammer. Now bringing the sledgehammer with them. Tom Doyle is just vicious. With all the trial and tribulation that this man has to go through in order to keep Alex Haas down, because he knows that that juggernaut drive is going to kick in and this match is going to turn into a massacre for Tom Doyle, which is why he's doing his absolute best, using this sledgehammer over and over and over again to keep the genocidal genius down. But it's too late. Back to the vertical base now. Kick to the midsection. Locks him up. Suplex powerbomb. A dangerous, dangerous man. As Alex Haas, and he brought a shovel. How symbolic. Continuously wailing on him. Oh. Just like that, Tom Doyle has reshaped the momentum going forward into this On the Throne round 1 ambulance match. And oh! Stiff suplex landing awkwardly onto the ground out there. And now Tom Doyle has Alex Haas up on his shoulders. Haas, however, jamming the elbow to the side of the noggin. Tom Doyle has him up on his shoulders. And now just launching him into the back of the ambulance. But it is not over. You gotta close both the doors. And Alex Haas once more trying to force those doors closed on Tom Doyle. Oh! Doyle once again escaping the back of the ring. And now this time Haas up on the shoulders again, but Haas able to slip through. Hold on! Hold on! Gonna bash him with the name of Tom Doyle, able to wiggle through. Chop block! Picking the left leg from underneath the Tom Doyle. I'm sorry, Alex Haas here. And oh! Death Valley driver into the back of the ring again. This time it's Haas fighting his way out. Alex Haas pushing, trying to force the door back open. Tom Doyle, oh! Being blasted by the door, much like he did to Haas the past couple of times. Launched back inside the ring. These two want to destroy each other, want to not just put somebody in their rear view mirror, but they want to be so far from that person they don't see him at all. Doyle again getting a bird from Alex Haas. Dropping the elbow. And Alex Haas having some other thoughts on his mind. He's got the steel chair back. And Haas now, ooh, being kicked away by Tom Doyle. And this is a pristine opportunity. Doyle now going to drag him straight back into the, oh! Inside of the rig of the ambulance. And launching Haas back inside. Now the battle again. Alex Haas trying to rush his way out. trying to keep himself from losing this first time ever ambulance match. Alex Haas, again, able to force himself out of the ambulance. And Haas, bashing him face first onto that apron there. And a star! Only a matter of time before we saw that one. Now back at it with the sledgehammer. Haas able to move through crossbody. And Alex Haas is starting to rage out. Turns him over, driving the knee into the side of the ribs. Meanwhile, he landed on that sledgehammer stick again. Alex Haas has something else in mind, trying to bury the issues that he's had with Tom Doyle for the past number of weeks. This is how he wants to do it. Clothesline taking down Haas once again. Over and over again. It's insane. And Alex Haas, got counted by Tom Doyle. Now both of these two starting to throw some slugs at each other now. Battling back and forth. Keep in mind, this is still to get into the second round in the Own the Throne tournament. And neither one of these guys care in the slightest about the other's well-being. Combination on display. Doyle is down, but Haas is already back to his feet. And now Doyle is back up. And runs, stiff forearm from Tom Doyle, using the middle rope to stomp his head, caving into the mat. Over and out, Alex Haas goes, and that might have ended the song and dance for Alex Haas entirely. Grabbing the shovel that was brought out by Alex Haas and now trying to bury him. As violent as humanly and inhumanly possible. Now launching them back down here. Kick to the midsection. Tom Doyle. Wait. No! I can't believe what I just witnessed. And Tom Doyle is about to launch his battle cry from the top of the ambulance. But Alex Haas has already made it back to his feet. And he's going to meet him up there. What are these psychopaths even thinking at this point? Whoa! Nasty back suplex crashing on the top of the ambulance. Just what the hell do these two think they're doing in an Olympic slam? This is more than dangerous. It's hard to even put this into words what we're witnessing here. I knew they were gonna do some craziness, but this is absurd. And now Haas trying to end the life of Tom Doyle, trying to launch him off of the top of the ambulance in a sharpshooter! Sharpshooter again! Trying to force Tom Doyle to quit entirely. And now looking for a powerbomb, but no! Haas's feet were dangling. They were dangling. Gut wrench. Tom Doyle turns it into a Canadian DDT. These psychopaths calling for it to happen one more time. They need some therapy, some damn counseling. And no! Doyle is a madman. Doyle doesn't care whatsoever. He wants this to end so badly, so easily. And now Doyle, kick to the midsection. Come on, man. Come on! And Doyle is making it back to his feet already. Come on, man. Now lighten up these strikes combinations on display. Tom Doyle. No, no, no! Doyle from the top of the ambulance! No regard for human life! Alex Haas has seen better days. Launched inside of the ambulance. And now Tom Doyle trying to close the door again on Alex Haas. Forcing it. And now, oh! First door is closed. First door is closed. Almost there. Almost there. Doyle's about to walk away to win. Needs to close that second door on Alex Haas and kicking the door through. Alex Haas somehow, some way, with still some kind of fight left in him. I told you these guys were madmen who would do literally anything and everything to keep one another down. Doyle's in the back of the ambulance now. Alex Haas's turn to close the doors on him. And now, got that first door closed. Haas now. Haas now. All you gotta do is close the back door tight. But what more can he do? Alex Haas has had more taken out of him than Doyle has. Oh! Despite all the damage that Haas is doing to him. Oh, don't go back up there. Don't go back up there! What the hell are you thinking, Alex? Wait a minute! These maniacs think this shit is awesome! These two are going to destroy one another! But this is what they wanted, and they're getting every moment of it! He just broke a damn kendo stick off of him! No regards, no regrets! And now Alex Haas, got blocked and countered. And now launch, oh! Straight into the back. And Tom Doyle launching it back inside. And the struggle, the power struggle continues once again. And Alex Haas trying to keep headwind over the situation now. So close. Door is so close. They're closing the door in. It just barely. You saw the way he lunged himself out at the back of the ring. And up on the shoulders again. Alex Haas, however, driving the elbows on the side of the head. Now going back inside the ring. Oh, man. This is bad now with a steel chair. Oh! Alex Haas laying waste to Tom Doyle with the steel chair. Now broken beyond repair. And this is bad for both of these guys. There's no coming back from this at all. Full Nelson bomb. Locking in the rings. A set again. Submission locked in, trying to force this to be over. Doyle somehow able to make it back to his feet. Alex Haas tried to launch himself on a comeback train, and Doyle derailed it completely. Fisherman suplex. Tom Doyle with nothing left to lose other than his sanity. Oh! Body blows and a clothesline lariat taking him down. Alex Haas continuing to just kick away at Tom Doyle. Both of these guys are worn out beyond expression. Launch over the top rope, he goes again. How much more can either one of these guys take? face first again into the rig of the ambulance. And Alex Haas just launching him back inside. And here we go again, the power struggle between Tom Doyle. So quickly, it might be over here. It might be over here. He's able to close that door so fast. Alex Haas just has to close his last door on Tom Doyle. And Doyle! Oh! It was almost over. And now, Doyle has him! California Pile Driver! It's gotta be over. It has got to be over after this. Please let this be over for this. Haas is in the back of the ambulance. Tom Doyle just has to close both of these doors. Closing it. There's one. Now the second. Let this be over, Haas. Doyle on the verge of victory, trying to close that door in. No! Kicked in on Alex. Alex Haas now. Knee to the staple. And Alex Haas has him up on his shoulders, launching him into the back. And again, the power struggle between Tom Doyle and Alex Haas, closing the door on him. Come on, Haas! Come on, Haas! Haas is close on the verge of victory. And he got it, but the doors are closed. Alex Haas wins the ambulance match. The war is finally over between Alex Haas and Tom Doyle. Alex Haas, who has had to deal with Doyle for a number of months. Tom Doyle as tenacious as he's ever been. Free reign to do absolutely anything and everything he wanted to do to Alex Haas. But Haas would persist. Haas would be defiant throughout this entire match, trying to one-up the craziness that Tom Doyle would throw to him time and time again. When Tom Doyle would descend into even more craziness in his tactics, launching Haas off of the ambulance and crashing down on him. But eventually, Alex Haas would find it deep within himself to put this match to rest, driving the knee into the face of Tom Doyle and finally forcing both of these doors closed tight. And now we have the final fall between Haas and Doyle. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Haas can now say that he is going to the second round of the On the Throne tournament. And Marty Morton is in the waiting room in the second round, a rematch months in the making between Haas and Morton. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Haas has exercised a demon that cost him a month of his career. Alex Haas, the juggernaut, the genocidal genius, aims to be king of the Warzone.